Don't move to Maryland before watching this video. In today's video, we're breaking down the things that local Marylanders know that out-of-town folks will not know. So if you're making a move to Maryland, you've got to watch this video, and we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? It's Adam back again with another video talking all about living in Maryland. Look, if this is your first time to our channel and you're looking to learn all about life in Maryland, great news, you are in the right spot. We do videos each and every week talking about living here, working here, chilling here, and most importantly, getting out and enjoying everything you can do here in Maryland. So if that's the information that you're looking for, look, you need to smash that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted every time we put out another video just like this one. Now, as I mentioned, all the time, we are receiving phone calls, text messages, and emails from folks looking to make a move here to Maryland, and we absolutely love it. So if you're sitting there thinking, hey, I might be moving to Maryland, what should I do? You need to reach out to us. So please, give us a call, shoot us a text message, send us an email, or, as always, you can fan us down with that smoke signal. Whatever you need to do, my team and I, we've got your back. We're moving right here to Maryland. Now, today, we're jumping into all the things that Marylanders know that you may not know if you're moving in or visiting us from another state or country. So we're going to break all of those down, and we're jumping into it right now. All right. The first thing you got to know here is when you ask somebody where they're from in Maryland, aside from them living in Baltimore, they're going to tell you the county that they live in, not the individual town or city that they may reside in. So for example, someone may live in Westminster, but when you go and meet them in public somewhere, they're going to say, hey, I live in Carroll County. Or conversely, somebody who lives in Howard County, is not going to say, I live in Columbia. Most of the time, if you're talking to anyone pretty much anywhere, not only in the state, but out of the state, you're going to be saying, hey, I'm from X county when identifying yourself. Next thing you need to know, number two, is alcohol sales. Alcohol is only sold for the most part in liquor stores. You may find a 7-Eleven here or there that may have beer and wine available, but if you want anything besides beer and wine, you are definitely going to have to go to an actual liquor store. Unfortunately, here in Maryland, we do not sell alcohol in grocery stores, and you'll see that in lots of parts of the South where you can walk into a grocery store and grab your 6-pack of beer. Can't do it here in Maryland. The next few items we're going to talk about regard travel in and around Maryland. Number one, make sure you get yourself an easy pass to make traveling and paying tolls so much easier. For the most part, it's essentially required here in Maryland. They've sort of eliminated a lot of the toll facilities that you will see on our highways. So make sure you get an easy pass. Number two is a lot of the easy pass lanes, especially on I-95 North in parts of Baltimore and Harford County and the like, they are essentially tourist traps, in my opinion, and the opinion of many other Marylanders. Like Google Maps will take you right up the easy pass lane rather than keeping you in the normal flow of traffic. And in reality, the easy pass lanes are essentially ghost lanes. Unless you are running late or are wanting to give the state of Maryland more of your money, you really don't need to get in the easy pass lanes. And then finally, this one's a biggie. You need to write this down. You need to get this committed to memory today. If you are going in and around Washington, D.C., you need to do it when most people are sleeping. What I mean by that is by 5 a.m., usually the traffic in Washington, D.C. is gridlock. So you need to get through well before the sun comes up if you are heading to point south. If you are coming back towards, say, the Baltimore area and coming through D.C. at night, I'd probably recommend well after 7, 8 o'clock at night to avoid a lot of the traffic in and around the D.C. region. Next one you got to be concerned about is if someone calls you hon, like, hey hon, can you come here for a second? Hon, do you mind helping me get that down from up there? That's a term of endearment here in Baltimore. I mean, someone likes you, they trust you. It's not meant as an insult. So if someone calls you hon, whether you're male or female, don't get upset about it. It's just how we talk here in Maryland. All right. Everyone knows that Maryland is known for its seafood, and yes, we have tons of seafood here, okay? Crab, shrimp, fish, you name it, we eat it here in Maryland. And one thing you are going to have to know and learn, and what's going to be expected of you is this. So you come here, you move here, neighbor invites you over for a crab feast, says, hey, we're getting crabs tonight, you want to come on over and join us? Number one, crabs are very, very expensive. So if someone does this for you, they are rolling out the red carpet and treating you like royalty to invite you to come over to their house, because crabs is not cheap. Second thing, you're gonna have to learn how to pick a crab, okay? And it can look intimidating, and you see people whizzing around with mallets and knives and bagging happening. It's not that bad, and guess what? Here in the summer, we're gonna do a video that teach you how to pick a steam crab here in Maryland. So be prepared. You will get invited to a crab feast at some point. The next thing, the spice that is on the crabs is known as Old Bay. And Old Bay is just like salt and pepper here on Maryland kitchen tables. We put it on everything. We put it not only on our seafood or crabs or shrimp, fish, whatever it may be. We put it on our sweet corn, put it on our vegetables, we put it on our popcorn, our potato chips, we put it on Bloody Marys at Ravens games. I can go on and on about this. We love this stuff, okay? And certainly you will too. But here's the thing that you won't read online and a lot of people won't tell you about regarding Old Bay. If you get Old Bay in a cut on your finger from picking steamed crabs, or you have contact lenses that you need to pull out after having steamed crabs, oh my goodness, you are in for a world of pain. You get Old Bay in a cut or have some still in your fingers and you go to take your contact lenses out, it is going to burn your eyes like tear gas going into your eyes. So I highly advise thoroughly washing your hands, and even if you think you did it good, do it again, because the stuff sticks around everywhere. Next thing you got to know, once you get done eating crabs, you're all cleaned up and you're like, you know what? We need to go out and get something to eat for dessert. What you'll be doing here most of the time in the summertime is going out to get a snowball. And people will be thinking, what the heck is a snowball? Well, some of you may call this shaved ice or snow cones. But here in Maryland, especially around the Baltimore region, we call them snowballs. And basically, it's a styrofoam cup filled with ice. They put grape syrup, root beer syrup, cherry syrup, whatever on the shaved ice. And then we layer it up with things like marshmallow, peanut butter, chocolate, and so much more. I'm telling you all, I said this back when I started doing a video on YouTube, you will love snowballs and you'll find your best snowball stands in and around the Baltimore area. They're even popping up down in Ocean City right now. And our friends in Delaware, they're even adopting to this Maryland tradition as well. So get yourself a snowball after you have some steamed crabs. All right, you got to know this too, and you're probably going to see it right when you get here in the state. I guarantee you you're going to see it because you're looking at it right now. I've got it on my hat. Our state flag, we put on everything. It's just like Old Bay. We might want to put a little Old Bay container on there as well, but nevertheless, Marylanders love our state flag. We do. We have it on, let's just go with the basics. We put it on our shirts, on our hats. We put it on our bodies. People will get tattoos of the Maryland state flag. They will get pants, tops, handbags the ladies will carry around with them. Heck, Southwest even wrapped a jet in the Maryland state flag colors. You will see a lot of branding around the Maryland flag and so on and so forth. So be prepared to be like sort of overwhelmed with the state's state flag when coming to Maryland. Okay, the next thing you gotta really know here is if you get invited to a sporting event, say you get to go to an Orioles game or a Ravens game here in Baltimore, and they're singing the national anthem. Everybody's got their hats off and they're like going all the way through it. When they get to the part where it goes, oh, Zay, can you see? Guess what? The entire crowd at that point where they go, oh, is gonna go, oh, and shout it out from the top of their lungs while the rest of the national anthem is playing because of the Baltimore Orioles. This was a tradition started many, many years ago before Baltimore Orioles games that has continued on to this day. So don't be alarmed. Don't be startled. It's just what we do here in Baltimore. And as a matter of fact, this, sort of goes all the way, it travels nationwide. I can remember I was fortunate enough to go to Super Bowl 47 when the Ravens played the 49ers. And I'm telling you, the whole stadium was shaking with Ravens fans belting out the O during the national anthem. Next thing I need to let you know is there's a guy that once resided here in Maryland that many Marylanders do not like. And unfortunately, he has since passed away, but the name still resonates and makes many Marylanders cringe. And that fella's name is Bob Ursett. Now, Bob was the former owner of the Baltimore Colts. And on one snowy March night, March 29th to be exact, in 1984, Bob decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to move my football team to Indianapolis and pack up in the middle of the night and weasel my way out of Baltimore. And that's exactly what he did. Now, all these years later, people still can't stand Bob Ursett for moving the team to Indianapolis. So much so, here in Baltimore, we still consider the Colts part of Baltimore. Baltimore Colts all the way. But if you ever go to a Ravens game here in Baltimore and you look at the scoreboard, typically it'll say like Ravens and Broncos or Ravens and Steelers. It's going to say Ravens and Indianapolis because we believe the Colts name, the Colts traditions, everything about the Colts, the records, all should have stayed here in Baltimore and not moved its way out to Indianapolis. So my friends, look, those are tons of things you need to know before making a move to Maryland or even traveling to Maryland. So if a move to Maryland is in your near future, as I always say, my team and I, we would be delighted and we want to help you out in your transition here to Maryland, but we just need you to reach out to us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text message with your thumbs, send us an email, whatever you need to do. We have your back when moving right here to Maryland. From Baltimore down the bay to the beaches in Ocean City, my team and I have you covered. Now, before you jump off this video, make sure you check out this next video right here. I personally picked this out because I think it's going to help you out in your transition here to Maryland. Have a great day. We'll see you soon on the next video.